Welcome in, everybody. What's up? This is Casey. I am the Guardian Oracle 33. I didn't mean to push play yet. I had it set for a few minutes out. It's YouTube. Can never really get what you want. How is everybody? Is today Tuesday? Happy beautiful Tuesday. What's up? Welcome in if you are new here. If you're old, welcome back. Surprise, surprise. I decided to get on here and do a live. Kind of weird, huh? It's kind of a little out of the ordinary. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to do a whatever comes out, but I was also thinking about doing a pull a card for the collective. Welcome in, everybody. I am stationed here in Idaho. It's been a beautiful day thus far. No rain. It's been pouring rain here for the last few days, so to have like a little bit of break off of that, I think we've had 2 days with no rain. It's been nice. But if you've not ever been to Idaho, the state of Idaho in the United States, let me just tell you one thing. It is, it's windy here. And when you do want wind and it's super hot, there's no wind. So I'm going to just fix some of these cards. Like I said, I went to go put the notification out and we didn't go. So we'll wait for a few people to hop on. Thank you guys all for being here. Intolerance. Differences are seen as threats rather than growth opportunities. Be inclusive. Strive forward. Oh man, too. And I have some good news as well for those of you that we've got some new decks of cards coming in, and I am super excited about that. Alright, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest bright light, I call on you for clarity, guidance. Ancient Wise One within, I call you forward, awaken, a master. Thank you guys for being here. I bet a lot of people are probably at work, depending on what part of the country you're in. Alright, so we're going to use this deck. Welcome in, guys. We'll put our angel numbers over here. Okay, so I'm really feeling like this read comes through after you've been through something, or you're in the midst of going through something, or you're really kind of trying to lean on your own inner wisdom to make some sort of decision. This card pops out, divine guidance. Like I said, it feels like somebody's coming in looking for some sort of specific guidance. I do think I heard altercation in my mind's eye. For those of you that don't know, my name's Casey. I am a psychic medium and intuitive, and I co-create and talk with the universe in every way, shape, and form. It's a curse and a blessing at the same time. Welcome in, guys. It is cold in here. What up, lights out stories? Hey, I like that. We haven't quite turned the heater on yet, because it's still to where it's warm enough. Maybe I should cover my crown chakra. Happy Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day it is. Toodaloo! Welcome in. Where are you, hair? Where are you, hair? You her? Hair, present. Present. Welcome in, guys. See what the hell's going on over here. Sun's starting to come out. I love it. 11 in here, 1 like. You gotta be SHITTING me. Are you shitting me? Come on, guys. Give your girl likes. Come on, Herman. Hello from Clearwater, Florida. Oh, I like the way that sounds. Is that high up in the state or down low? Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Reggie. Welcome in, Reggie. Alright, so this is how this works. This is how we're going to do this around here. You're going to set an intention. I do see secrets out here in divine guidance. So maybe somebody is looking for something that they're trying to uncover with their intuition. I really do feel that. Why wouldn't you be if you're watching tarot? But I do want to tell you, tarot is a tool. Divination is a tool that you use to train your own intuition, okay? So it's the way that you pick up on signs and synchronicities. You can watch 50 readers. No two readers read the same, especially the good ones, For me, I just kind of, I don't know what I do. I just get up here and start breaking, and God only knows what comes out of my mouth. Hey, for those of you that hung out yesterday for doing the shed work, I'm putting in a few windows in this shed, and I'm going to sheet it with some OSB. Those are on the live stream if you guys are interested in looking at that. We do more than just read energy over here. So welcome in, guys. I've already cleared the space. Archangel Michael asked that you would guard the gates as I channel these messages for the highest good of all. Archangel Azrael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Uriel. Ooh! Archangel Uriel. I hope you have a good day. I hope you make somebody else stay, make them smile, make them laugh, so we can all proceed in this earth. We all have good lives. Thank you for Jesus. Honey, Mommy's on her channel. What are you doing? Where are you? You took your bow tie out? You did? Can you tell everybody hi? Hi. Say hi. What's up? Yeah. What's up? Hot. Yeah, that's hot. Hot. Mommy's got candles going. Hot. Yeah, we don't want to touch it. It's a beautiful candle, huh? Hot, hot, hot. Hot. Hey, you're supposed to be out there with Daddy. Huh? Go see Daddy. No. I know what you're going to do. You're going to come in here and start touching all my cards. I know what you do. You do that little 1-year-old thing. She's not even 2 yet. She's about to be 2. She's so cute. I've got 5 of them. Not this small. Just 2. Okay, go with Sissy. Go with Cooper. Come on. Get your hula hoop. Come on. Sorry. Oh, you're putting it away? Okay, come on. Go see Daddy. Go help Dada. She's such a little shit. Hey, what'd I say? Mama's walking. Dude, how am I going to get anything done when you're here touching everything all the time? I just want to touch it. I just want to look at it. I know you. I know you. Ooh, somebody here's becoming a better person. Says, I want you. I remember every detail of that day. I hide behind material things for some of you. She's super cute. Thank you. Urchin. Hey. Go play with Daddy. Hey. I try to put her hair up in a ponytail. She's not having it. Every minute I get it up there, even if I slick it back, she gets in there and has to pull her hair tie out. Howdy, ma'am. Hey, Hunter Art. What's up, Carrie? I love you. Leon. I got some actual, local friends in here. Hello. Hi, Jim. Carol. Okay, that's why you're getting out, because you're already touching lighters. Say bye. Say see you later, dudes. Homie. Say see you later, dudes. See you later, dudes. Airplane. You see an airplane? It's windy, huh? You know, it's kind of hard to get going on the day. Are you distracting me? No. You're not? Can I have a kiss? Hot. Hot. Ooh, girl, that is hot, hot, hot. Fire. You're not touching it. Don't even look at them. I know what you're thinking. I already know what you're trying to do. Maybe you guys are. Somebody here, I look down and I see strengthening bonds. Maybe somebody here is trying to strengthen some sort of bond. Maybe it is with your kids, where you're very worried about protecting your children's energy for them to come out. Mommy. What, baby? Sit. No, you're going to go with Dada. Huh? No. Look, there's Daddy.
Come on. 2 seconds. I can't turn my eyes, you little shit. Let's go.
She laughs.
Okay, come on.
Oh, jeez. Well, her dad came to the rescue, so. Carol! Hello, light souls. Love and hugs. We love you. Hello, UK. Hey, where are you guys watching from? Peter, I made autism fleece blanket. That's awesome. Yeah, there's reasons for everything. Yeah, she's such a cutie. Her name's Ellison. We call her Ellie Belly. She's a little hoot. Well, I don't know, you start looking at your kids and you're like, what have I done? You're all like me. What did we do here? I don't know if this is a good idea, universe, to bring in more of me. And then they're like, and then it's so, and then there's more of you. All things are temporary. Find comfort in the present moment. Contemplate the moment. Okay. What is that rabbit song? You better choose yourself in the moment you want it. You better never let it go. Oh, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yes. So maybe there is something that's going on. Why are you shuffling so hard, man? All right. All right, for the collective, whatever comes out. Whatever. Thank you guys all for coming in. I am from Canada. Heck yeah. Does anybody else watch Cindy? She's the, I think, what is it called? Awakening Spirituality or... Cindy, I'm sorry, I forgot the name of your channel. I watch her all the time. She's amazing. And if you watch her, you'd know. She's a bit older, but God, she's spicy. And I love her. It's like, it's tarot time with Cindy. And she's funny. Oh, is somebody hitting on me? Oh, trying to see all the messages. Stand by. Stand by, please. Okay. What does the collective need to know? What is going on? What's up in here? So let's get an overall energy. The bond of love goes stronger over time. Somebody could be out here seeking approval in some way, or going through, you know, just trying to persevere through something. I do feel a few different emotions. A few different energies. We aren't done. We're just getting started. So maybe you do have like this feeling that something is done and over with. Or at this point, it's like, okay, you want me to just be straight up with you? This is what I feel like. This is the energy I feel like. I feel like whether this is with a significant other, whether this is with a family, a friend, in whatever way, I think that there has been a lot of divine guidance. I think somebody here prays, somebody here calls on the light, even if they're hurt by this other person, because I feel like this other person is not quite as spiritually awakened yet. But I think this person somebody here wants control. And I think, you know, when we start to spiritually awaken, lost in time. Don't wait for permission to move on. Seize the moment and take action now, you know. And I think that a lot of us, when we start to grow, we get this like survivor's guilt, you know, when we do start to get to that point of consciousness where we can sit and just tune in, you know what I mean? It's not about going and being some fucking guru, you know, and that's great too. For those, it's for some of them, it's just in their DNA. For some, it's, you know, you just use your gifts for yourself, for, you know, not just for yourself, but, you know, tune into your intuition. You don't live your life the way you used to. It's not just like a 9 to 5. When you start to awaken, nothing's the same anymore. Nothing is the same. You can't look at things the same. You don't, you know, somebody here does a lot of projections onto other people due to how they feel. And I think that is clarity for somebody here, you know. There needs to be clarity in your vision for moving forward. And I think somebody's trying to bring somebody else with them. Somebody who's stuck in, I wouldn't say stuck, but I think is having some sort of awakening within their own being. And you guys remember when you started to wake, you're like, this is I'm freaking out, or you know what I mean? Or everything you fucking have been taught, or you know, or you've learned, or that your parents taught you, or society, or your college, your schooling, you know, maybe you're just somebody who's looking at how much the world's changed, and it's like somebody who has a hard time changing. Somebody who has a very hard time changing. And they're there. It's like they see it. They see how you act. They see how you move. They understand that like there is something that's within the awakening process of getting to know yourself, that there's something there, you know. And I think a lot of it has to do with, you know, somebody walks away from combat, you know, where they used to be like, let's go, motherfucker, you know, put him up. I'll fight you. You want to fight? I'm fucking fight you right now, Cletus. You want to come over here, kick your ass? That's right, hard ass, walk on. And he's like, you know, dude, I'm not even, I ain't mad at you, you know? I ain't mad at you. I don't want to fight. It's, you know, I'm sure I'd whoop your ass 2 ways from Sunday, you know, and you don't even have those thoughts in your head anymore. You're just like, I don't want to, fighting's not for me. You know, a wise man, you know, very little speaks, you know. There could be some sort of altercation that was had here, and it's like, I think somebody feels like an asshole, is what I think. See this guy in the back? It's like, why'd you have to do that, Cletus? Why'd you have to be so rude? Now he's gone. And this motherfucker's like, I'm out. I'm not, I can't deal with this anymore. And that's not the way that, somebody's really brash here, you know what I mean? In the way that they do things. And I think it almost feels like, look at this, it's like somebody cut these poles. This is the hangman, which, you know, could be a slow, like a stuck energy, like I was saying. Somebody's either really fast and aggressive, or somebody's very, I'm just gonna say it, somebody's having a hard time finding out who they are, where they belong. You know, it's like, if they do, they have these extreme highs and lows, and when they are just either, and I heard sober, when they're just sober, they don't have, that light's missing, right? Because you're so used to having that euphoria, and just basically it is other spirits that move through you. The spirit of Alkun is alcohol, you know, and it's just the way that it's altering things within your brain. So I would say when your brain's at like a normal 9 to 5 pace, like somebody here, because I think that they are a star seed in some way. I think that they do have a lot of star seeds, and those that have come from star seeds, meaning come from different planets, right? And their soul has been very experienced. It's came here, and it has a lot of wisdom and knowledge in it. And the point of it going to your soul having all these experiences, one, we do have galactic lives, parallel lives outside of just this earth, this plane, this third dimensional realm. And if you don't believe that, then, you know, when you start to waken up, that you're receiving messages from light years away. Okay, you are telecommunicating with yourself. When you start using your intuition, God, the universe, it's because it's all around us. We just can't see it. Heaven's not up there, dude. It's, you know, so many energies and stuff all around us. I think that somebody here's like, what do you mean there's no heaven? Like, I really feel like somebody here's having some sort of fucking breakdown in a way, you know, silently, because it's like, shh, silently somebody here's having a breakdown about themselves, you know, the way that they react, the way that they don't react. Like, I think somebody's like, it's time I've got to start getting serious about something, you know. I think somebody has a lot of emotions about something here. So let's see what that is. It's talking about the supermoon. And I'm not sure when the next supermoon is, but it says emotions are running high. There's a time for healing, you know, and we will spend years, eons, I heard, doing healing work and bringing in more experiences. Third party, right as I picked up the deck. You know, I think there was some sort of secret hookup for some of you, you know, and I don't like getting on the love read and this and that, but this definitely does have to do with some sort of relationship for some of you, you know, and it's like, I think somebody's like, maybe, like I said, somebody either goes all the way in and is, say you're with somebody and they need constant attention and you're doing your thing, you're working on you, you're bringing this enlightenment in, and this person says, they do want you. I think deep down this person wants you more than anything, but I think this person plays games with their self because they self-sabotage. It's like somebody fucks something up. And I'm just going to say that. I was betrayed so many times in the past that I prefer to end things before they even start to avoid that type of pain again. Ten of Swords. Yeah, somebody's ruling out of a hurt space already. Maybe this is something that they're carrying from the past, but whatever it is, there's enlightenment with the Hangman out here that's coming to this person. And I think a lot of it has to do with probably the person that you are and the way that you move through stuff. I want to say like somebody here is a lot more awakened and aware than the other person. And it's almost like this is happening simultaneously for some sort of outpouring, I heard, of truths and emotions. So I think the divine is trying to get somebody to get in their feelings, because it's like you could be the only person that could have a very strong effect on Saint Germain, the violet flame, you know, like your alchemy. And I think even as much as this person either just hurt you, you had this way where you could have chosen to be the way you used to and get pissed and upset and hurt. Or I think that there is this other ascended part of yourself, because I think somebody here is more excited about the idea of their mastery within their self spiritually, to awaken to things, and then to bypass, like, you know, that this is the way I think of it. When I think things are hurting my feelings or in that way, I have to remember that, you know, these are all alternate versions of myself that I'm having interactions with in one way or another. You know what I mean? So I try to look at it as that, you know, and have grace. But I don't know, when you get to a point of emotional intelligence, you become you're just stronger. You just know when to keep the emotions on, or you can turn them off. Not turn them off like the Queen of Swords just to be a cold-hearted dick, but you're just like, no, I don't let those things affect my emotions, because I know that my well-being and my emotional stability is not based off of how you feel about me, you know, or the person that feels about you, or your family, you know, whatever way that they're feeling, you've come past that. I love you, Wes. Oh, that made my day. You've bypassed, just say you've learned a lesson, and as much as you can trigger this person's triggered you, I would say this might be somebody that actually set you on your path, or let's just say somebody or other people that you are around that carry this archetypal energy. Okay, so it's like the emperor kind of sideways. So the emperor, you know, somebody who's used to getting their way the way they want it. You know, they're very structured in whatever way. They're very a logical person is the energy that I'm feeling, very logical. But I think somebody here's having a come to Jesus moment, I heard. So, like I said, I accidentally pushed start. I don't know how, but I did. And I wasn't ready for this read, so here we go. Awakening to Spirit. I think that's Cindy's channel. If you guys have not watched hers. Okay, yeah, so thank you. Daniel, you know, you're saying you're so right on about starseed. So about the starseed energy, I was going to say too, when you have a lot of, we're going to talk about genetics now too, for you to incarnate this lifetime and to have that much experience. These are probably like very prominent lifetimes for you. And I feel like there's an energy of finishing something up from a different cycle, and it's playing out now. And I think it might have to do with the way that somebody either reacts, moves on, lets go. And when I say let go, because I see let go over here, it has to do with the grace in doing it. You know, don't just let go because it's like, fuck it, I'm over. It's no, thank you for the lesson. Like my mastery, my self-mastery, and to gain wisdom and knowledge means more to me than to have an entanglement here and fucked up emotions and feelings that somebody else is portraying onto me, or I am allowing that because I'm not secure in my own emotions and feelings. So there you go. That would be the lesson. Being emotionally unstable, not being able to talk about your emotions, or being able to, there's like a lot of old energy that's in there that somebody is trying to move through, but yet they still have this vision of something futuristic, you know, their soul keeps shining through, and it's like, motherfucker, I'm trying to show you something. Kaka, look up here. You know, I'm trying to show you something, but you've got so much good lord and shit in the way, it's kind of hard to clear it out. And it's like, once you start to get that, you struggle with acceptance, or somebody here, you know. And we always like to watch tarot because it's about the other motherfucker, right? Makes us feel a little bit better. But to me, this really is just a message for the listener at this point, you know. And you take it how you will. But when I'm talking self-acceptance, I'm talking being able to understand, like, dude, my heart hurts right now. My feelings are hurt. I feel a little bit abandoned and betrayed. And it's the first thing when you start to feel unbalanced and unearthed as the starseed is to ground yourself. Whether you go get outside or you hold crystals, and the first thing you should do is show yourself love and compassion. Okay, self-acceptance. Accept yourself. Show yourself compassion, grace through what your body's feeling, your thoughts, your emotions. This is about, you know, it's a fucking revolution of being stifled. Emotions are good. It's part of your power. You know, it's your energy. But to have a balance within that. And I'm talking to somebody who has some deep wounding And it does. It's like when nobody's there for them, but they're always there for somebody else. You start looking around and you're on down and out, and then you're like, wow, I spend most of my days, months, weeks serving others, and then when I really needed a friend or I needed somebody to be here to hold my hand for, you know, whether you're sick, not feeling good, nobody's there. You know, you look to your left and your right, and it's just you and your spirit guides, and you're like, see, maybe that's what your spirit guides are trying to show you. Like, you can't count on other people. You know, maybe that's not what this is. Space and time's about for you. It's not about being able to count on other people. It's about being able to count on yourself, you know, and to accept that. And I do feel like obviously there's some sort of light that's coming in between a love, you know, and it's like really breaking through somebody's psyche. And it's like everything you've learned or known feels so, dude, it sucks. It's like, what? So you didn't fucking love me, or this wasn't? People and things are going to show you. You don't need words from people. So if you have somebody who doesn't communicate with you effectively, and you do love this person, okay, let's say that, and I'm looking at the card that says it's not personal projections. Many times others project their own pain onto you. The situation is not personal, but rather an opportunity for compassion for yourself and the other person involved. Stop taking the blame by automatically thinking it's your fault. Have discernment of what you own, but also what isn't your fucking problem. You know, and there's clarity here for somebody. It's like all these emotions could have somebody make quick and timely, you know, decisions about like fucking life altering, and it's because you're not grounded in your emotions. A lot of starseeds have a lot of energy, so when they don't know what to do with it, especially in the emotions, they're very emotionally sensitive, psychically sensitive to others. I mean, you could be like, why the fuck am I thinking that? You might be picking up on more people's thoughts than you actually realize, and taking them in as your own. I think that somebody here has a great deal of telepathy. Scratching boomers, is that what that said? Then, you know, you give yourself credit for, I forgot what I said before that, and I said give yourself credit for it. You know, I do think this is a lesson in leadership for yourself here. But if you're not sure of somebody because they're not communicating, let's just say you could be around them all the time, but they're not ever giving you anything on a deeper level than the face level, right? But yet you're wise enough to understand the energy and those things around that. You're very aware that, you know, somebody could be like, no. But deep down, somebody has a great deal of feelings for somebody else here, you know, and it's like, and their spirit guides are like, you can love him all day long. You know, you could want and desire, but you're not coming true with yourself. And I do feel like either you are, you know, feeling this way about somebody else who, I heard ascended master, somebody who is a master in their energy. And it's like their guides aren't going to let, you're not getting close. You know what I mean? You can admire, but until you actually do the work, I think this person's in your life, but I think somebody has a secret love, a crush, outside of everything and everything that's happened. I still love you. I love you more than anything in the whole world, I heard. But people will show you how to treat them, okay? By the way that they treat themselves, you know. You can always, even if somebody's not talking to you and you feel this energy within somebody, it doesn't matter what you feel from them. They'll show you how they feel about you by their choices, their decisions, their actions. It doesn't matter how much somebody says they love you deep down. What they do on the outside. And that's when you get wise, because now you're reading energy, body language. Everybody has a fucking pattern. Whether it's the way they brush their teeth, take a shit, drink their coffee, you know, people have patterns in whatever way, where they put their cup by their nightstand, or if they have one in their car, if they don't carry a cup, their purse. What you start to learn people's patterns in the way that they, you know, oh, she's in a shitty mood, you know. You get wise within that, and a lot of this is about breaking patterns. So a lot of us that are psychic mediums, intuitive, you know, it's because we recognize patterns within people. And nobody, as you start to ascend, like, you don't want to be with, I don't care how much you love them, you don't want to, you're not going to stop if you're so, and it feels like you're destined, I heard destined, and to stay in this alignment with yourself. And sometimes, like, where the fuck is the alignment? You're being used in other people's lives to trigger, to spark, to piss off, to break down, to open the heart chakra, to bring in some sort of judgment. And they do this on their own self. It's something, a seed or a way that your energy interacts with theirs. And it's some of it is contractual, you know. You would be a soul that would come along, and whether you end up with this person or not, you would definitely be somebody that would push them either by losing you and then the regret of that. And I feel like this is why this lifetime, I feel like on this timeline, somebody here, that was a last lifetime. I think the lesson here is either to just recognize that there's a deep friendship here and to let everything, all the rest go. You know, you can't live in the past and expect a good today, the present, you know, when you're sharing a space and then the only thing that person's thinking about is how you fucked them over 3 years ago. You know, you're not getting anywhere. As much as they want to, that's that person's problem. They're the one keeping themselves stuck by not allowing it to release and to let go. And then the regret when you're done with living in the past and now you're like, dude, that's not for me anymore, and you start to distance yourself. This person's like, see, I knew you didn't love me. And it's not about that. It's just that, dude, I can't live in that past anymore. I'm here now. And it's like, if there's nothing that's going to and it always is creating some sort of a cause and effect by our choices. But if you do remove yourself and you say, you know what, I've got other energy to spend in these certain places and honing my tasks and the way that I work with my spirituality and just getting to know me more, I'm understanding this is a lesson for me to say, you know, I wish you well. This is where I'm at with you. And, you know, I have so much grace. I love you for where you're at and what you know, and what I hope in the future that you just loosen up and can let some stuff go. You know, if you have hurt them, I apologize. I hope you can forgive me, you know, and forgive yourself. And that's it. And when you release that energy, like it can be a whole new day. It can be something completely different that you're not used to observing, or you know what I mean. There's a shift, and it starts with, it's literally, the words are so powerful. You know, not today. I choose me today, tomorrow. And when you do that, it's not like, oh, choose me, motherfucker. It's no, you've chosen to be good, true to yourself, to have a good moral compass. And I think this also has to do with good morals. You know, when you're not, don't get pissy and you don't get hung up on stuff and people don't affect you in that way, you almost kind of laugh because it like, you know, that was a stupid decision on your part because it showed me where your loyalties lie. One, for the love you have for yourself. You know, in the depths you'll go, just whether you're having a beer, a drink, or your choices, you know what I mean? And then there's a lot of regrets that somebody has, and it feels like they continuously make the same choices over and over. And I feel like somebody else, whether this is a family, friendship, it has continued to just, I'm not even going to say hermit, but just heal, just to become some sort of alchemist, you know what I mean? Somebody here is taking back their control and breaking out of it, whether it's self-imposed imprisonments within your own being or that within others. Somebody hears it, like I said, there's ascended master energy. So somebody's like, I'm fucking, I'm on my path and I'm doing what I came here to do. Not sure where I'm going yet. I'm just, inner peace. Oh, love myself. I choose to see myself as noble, beautiful, and positive. My wealth lies in my nature and my potential. I know that I am a being of light and I allow myself to shine. So look at all these frequencies and energies too. And it's like, I think somebody's becoming psychically sensitive, physically too. It's like your physiology, your body actually, whether it's cold or chills, or you're understanding when other energies around. Your nose might itch. When your intuition's just on fire. Some of you, when you first wake up, like your intuition is fucking dead on. You know, that's a great time to channel messages too. Even if it's just for yourself, because you're still kind of got some of that theta energy going throughout your body. It's been 7 hours and 15 days. I don't think that's how it goes. Since you took your love away, I can take you to a fancy restaurant, but nothing can make me feel the way you do. Oh, Sinead O'Connor, because nothing compares to you. No. Okay, so with that song, like even that, I love Sinead O'Connor. God, she was amazing. I can't believe she died so young. I can eat my dinner at a fancy, that's what she says, I can eat my dinner at a fancy restaurant. I can do whatever I want. Nothing compares to you. I'm hearing the name James. The name Sarah. I heard Michelangelo. Anointing. Ashtar. Ashtar. Saint Germain the Violet Flame, make a way for the new. And then you got Ma'at out here. So there is some sort of like revelation within this weighing the heart, the morals, the heart as light as a feather, weighing it against a feather through justice. So even though that you may go through tumultuous things or things that would, where you've had to stand up or protect yourself or stand in your truth or your power in whatever way, and you've had to say, go fuck yourself, okay? Because just because we're spiritual doesn't mean we don't say, like, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? Because you never know what entity you're up against. Remember, we don't fight in the flesh, you know? And, well, sometimes we do. You're not supposed to fight in the flesh, but sometimes somebody needs a good old punch in the fucking throat. And sometimes the universe might just use you to be that guy that punches the other motherfucker in the throat because nobody else will. And it just might be the day that the starseed has had enough shit. And bam! I'm like, dude, I told you, fucking back up. Like, I'm just trying to get my groceries out of here, and you're up in my fucking grill trying to talk shit about liberal shit, stupid shit, right? You know, and maybe you feel bad because you punched somebody in the throat, or you said, no, I'm not fucking dealing with your shit no more. I mean, I want to see you do good, but like, I'm fed up. Like, the rest of us have to fucking grow up. The rest of us have to grab ourselves by our fucking nutsack, right? And fucking push forward, you know? What am I hearing? This is my weapon, this is for fun. Oh wait, this is my weapon, this is my gun, this is for shooting, this is for fun. I just heard that. So maybe you feel like an asshole in whatever way, but you are pretty benevolent. What do you mean by pretty benevolent? Well, you know what I mean. I didn't punch him too many times. And you feel bad. And you need to realize, like, don't have guilt for that. Like, if you are feeling like, dude, I do a lot of good things, and it's like the one thing I do, I finally stand up for myself and shit hits the fan. It's like the universe, like, dude, your heart deep down is not to betray, abandon, kill, steal, destroy. You know, you don't got the 7 deadly sins where you're trying to purposely hurt others, but you are some sort of vigilante. We're like, dude, that's not gonna fucking fly here. Get your hands off her, or you know, whatever. You know, you bet somebody backhanding their kid fucking 6 times in the Walmart parking lot. Like, dude, I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna fucking put my elbow in your fucking face down on the ground. Like, once is, you know, you don't need to backhand any kid in the face, but back in my day we got backhanded in the face. But sometimes you do, I guess. But yeah, it's somebody like that energy that comes up, and it's like, am I immoral? Have I been unjust? And it's like the universe is like, we're not looking at your attributes. We're looking at the core of who you are, your intention, your heart, your soul behind things. And Ma'at shows up. This is I heard Dreamweaver as I looked at this card, but it says Divine Severance. Cut the cords, dramas, fears, and limitations. This is, and she's kind of a creepy looking chick, but this is Ascended Masters deck. And her name on here is Kali Ma. Looks like she's got some sort of death necklace. And I had a friend once tell me, she's like, do you know why I love skulls, Casey? And I was like, oh, dude, they're a little fucking gothy. And like, because I started, you know, riding bikes, street bikes and stuff, and hanging out with a different crowd when I moved to Idaho. And they're cool people, but they're just into like skulls and leather and shit. And I was like, I'm gonna stick with my fucking, you know, bull heads and fucking antlers. And I'm like, that's cool, but I'm gonna, you know. And I'm like, why the fuck do you like the skulls so much? She goes, Casey, I like it because, you know, it's the core of who we are. And notice, without the flesh on the outside, it's always smiling. And I was like, huh. You know, I never really thought about it like that. I don't know. It was kind of always weird when she said it to me. Sometimes I'm still like, what did you mean by that? What did you mean back there? No, I don't want a fucking skull for Christmas. Not even if you paint it pink and put stars on it. You were pulling from my wife with the Sinead O'Connor. All right, well, you're going to keep going on collective energy here. I'm getting me a drink of my iced coffee. I like to get that cold brewed Dunkin' Donuts, the off-brand. It's like $4 cheaper. That's a gallon of gas, too. You know, $4. Got the caramel and the chocolate, got the lime and the coconut, and turn it all around. Respected ma'am, story is totally different. That's known to you. I know what she says. It's been 7 hours since you took your love away. Okay, so that keeps going in. So then I do see shadow work out here in stellar energy. Channel your energy to attract your inner light and to strengthen it. The stars, excuse me. Radiance in the stars. Explore your subconscious to travel hidden aspects to heal from within. Okay, so it's like cellularly. I like celery. Cellularly. You're healing in here, and it's like you have to know that that's where your God force energy is, okay, and your intuitive wisdom, because it is within your genetics. But the being comes alive, the soul. When the soul comes into the physical vessel, all of that energy goes into your organs. So after somebody dies, like 5 minutes after they die is the most active their brain is, and that's just kind of for some suck right out of their body at that time, and that's just because all of that intelligence, right, the genetics, that coding, the light carries, and souls are light, okay, a packed full of energy. That soul just comes into the vessel. You're a soul with a physical body. Like, dude, you're a soul that got to have a fucking body, and you get to do shit here. You're not like just this physical, you're just human. I heard a fucking commercial today on Pandora, and it says, hey, come in and get your dog this treat. I mean, we all forget, after all, you're just, she said just, not only, you're just a human. And I was like, bitch, I'm more than just a human. Do you know who I am? I got a soul. It's in here, and I am getting to be human. It's pretty cool. When you start thinking about, like, taking this avatar, this vessel, and realizing, like, I'm not just trying to figure out where my star family is. Like, dude, you are your star family. You'll never lose connection, ever. You can never lose connection. You will always be tethered and tied. And through your organs, your cells, your genetics, all that light is permeated. Your soul's in your liver, your kidneys, within all of your tissues. Every atom of your being is electrified with God's source energy. And as you start to awaken, you might start feeling sicknesses and it purge out. Like, oh, I just got sick out of nowhere. That's old stuff being rewritten, recoded within your body that's purging. It has to come out. It doesn't matter if you guys have ever done ayahuasca, peyote. When you do these hallucinogenics, it allows your body, you'll purge. Okay, some people, I forgot the nice word, shit themselves, right? You know what I mean? Or some people throw up violently. Some people don't throw up at all. Some people cry, cry, and they just have a very emotional experience. It's just like a storm cloud. All that energy, all that water is representative of emotions. It has to go somewhere. So it rains, right? And then when it's real angry, you get the lightning and the thunder and the roaring. Like, energy has to go somewhere, okay? And energy never dies. It never dies. It can be transmuted, transformed, but it can never, what's always existed will always exist, okay? So you have to remember, like, we are all, when we choose to, working with ancient energy, because our soul is from the very beginning of time. Like, nobody, okay, now there are some, those with a soul, okay? There are others that are newer souls, okay, that have been either recreated in whatever way, or God, the way they're showing me in my mind is so beautiful, but I don't know how to, I just can't really put words with it, because I'm seeing two energies like come together almost like in an egg, and then it creates a different aspect, or so it's I heard malleable. Energy is malleable, so able to shift, okay? It's so cool the way they're showing me it, and I'm like out in outer space while they're doing it, and they're just showing me, like, they're saying molecules or the genes that come together. I don't know, something else is created. So you have like earthly new schools. So these are souls that have only existed on Earth, okay? On Terra, I think I heard Terra. So they stay up, they know the Earth, they know this density, and a lot of new souls they can come in and get a lot of shit done because they're not weighed down by a lot of karma. And when I say karma, karma's already within our it's within us, okay? Everybody's like, oh, this karmic, this karmic. It's not really fucking karmic. They only are karmic because they're bringing that karma out for or through you. You know what I mean? It's already within you. You're working with it. You're dealing through it. Now, when your karma comes out and it's something that triggers you and you lash out on somebody else and now you're bringing their karma out, they're dealing with it. And karma can play out, hate you motherfucker, you know how it goes, and then split up, have sex, get back to it. That's just bad karma. Work that shit through, you know, and you do it on your own. There could be two people who have some past karma, really, truly, and be able to heal through their own shit. And we're never fully healed, but know how to, you become a fucking master, really, at people just don't affect you or trigger you, or you can kind of see the vibration they're in or the mindset. You understand that they're at a certain level of perspective and that's all they can see. So to them, it's fear. Fear's triggering. I don't want to lose this. You're not going to fuck with me. You're not going to make me look like shit. You know what I mean? All the fears we have. I'm going to show you. When you see somebody acting out of that, you're like, yeah, you got a long ways to go. Unless, you know, I mean, unless you don't start doing something about it, it's going to take you forever. So when you see people like that and you are awakened, you kind of just know. I don't know. You just see people for where they're at in their energy. You know, for me, a lot of it is seeing entities that manifest on other human beings. Like, that try to do some shady ass shit, and I laugh, you know. I'm just like, yeah, not today. You can always tell in their eyes get real fucking dark, and they kind of might have this twitch when they talk to you, like trying to tell you something about you, and I'm like, shakaka. I'm like, get your shit out of here, get out of here. That light language in my head's like, la. Sometimes I just like focus putting the light around them, and it irritates me even more. And I'm not trying to be irritated. I just want you to awaken, old soul, because you gotta remember, a lot of us here, we are reapers. We're reapers of lost souls here. So we're going to be the ones that make people fucking feel, oh, I was fine until you made me love you. And now I can't get you out of my head and it's just something about you. That's because you're fucking with a starseed. You're fucking with somebody that's got deep wisdom and intellect. And for some reason you can't outsmart them because they're working with the universe. So it's really triggering somebody here to... Somebody here, you know, when they just want to be like, oh, I can't affect you anymore because I can't hurt your feelings by sleeping with somebody else because you love yourself too much. You know, I can't... This doesn't trigger you, this doesn't trigger you, but this person, like, you're having a huge fucking revelation within their life and within their being. Maybe you even make this person step up or do things they normally, and it's hard for them to hold that energy because it's not authentic, right? Anybody can do fucking and kiss your ass for 2 weeks. Come the third week, day one of the third week, they're already like, you know, you can tell they want to pour a double shot of vodka and orange juice. They're like, oh, not today, motherfucker. And then they go back into their same patterns and routines, you know? People can only fake the funk so long. And sometimes we are... Be a teacher. Have grace for people like that, dude. Just say, you know what, at the core of you, don't antagonize that energy. You know what I mean? Love them for where they're at. If you can't love them for where they're at, get the fuck away from them. If you can't get the fuck away from them, keep your mouth shut. Just be wise. Like, no matter what, your energy is going to irritate them. You have to remember, we have electromagnetic field of about 20, 30 feet. Depends on your light. You know, how open and through the flow you are. Some people have huge fucking... auras. They call them aura. I call it electromagnetic field. It's... You ever get on a trampoline, it like shocks you, or you know what I mean, when your hair goes by a balloon and you can hear it start to stick up. Like, some people have such big energy like that. Their energy, I can feel it ringing in my ears. Like, I can feel their high vibration. So when you do start to awaken, like, you're just on a different level. You're able to perceive other things and come in alignment with other things. I just think that maybe if you're not focused on anybody, but getting closer to yourself and getting closer with your intuitive wisdom, the stellar energy, you know, I feel like somebody here is very galactic, very, see, it's that star energy. There's aspects from within you that you're pulling for it. And I'm going to say, like, somebody here has the energy of, I'm seeing 4 master cards out here. Ascended masters, you know, archetypal, it goes beyond archetypal energy. This is the way that this life force energy is constructed and can transform. So it's mastery energy. Pretty cool. Shapeshifter. It's at the soul of who you are, the oversoul. Okay, and even aspected through you, there's a connection. So it is like a very galactic energy that somebody can call this forth throughout their body. Somebody here's like an ancient healer. They do healing modalities through speech, and I'm saying it's like somebody can like move their hands and go through the body and just like and see colors and just feel it, because I can feel it in my body. It's almost like a gauge of like I feel somebody's shoulder in here on this side, like through the heart. It's like a stent, or somebody has the eyes to see what the body and the energy is feeling in some way. Somebody can work with that. It's really beautiful energy. I don't think you're quite aware. I think you're learning. Somebody here's like the only guides and mentors they have. They're none in the physical. They're saying not that they haven't transformed into a physical vessel through the consciousness or energetically. I think somebody's aware of this, but maybe not sure. Like, dude, was that a spirit guide right now, or is that an angel? Yes, and that energy manifested through that person. But your only mentors are through the fifth dimensional realm, and I'm seeing the seventh dimension, and this is just it's not a place, okay? It's not a place. It's within the mind, okay, and it's ability to multi-dimensionally, okay, so within your being, through the mind, through meditation, to get to this space, okay. And it's receiving light codes and information from light years away, because light travels at the speed of light, right? Which is all information. Ones and zeros, and then your electromagnetic body, right? And your own ability to decode that comes in through your sensory projection, right? Through your precognition, your frontal lobe cortex, crown chakra, and it's like your spiritual body's decoding it and putting it into clairaudience, sentience, visions in your mind, smells, touch, taste, sound. They're computing it to your physical senses and how you would perceive it. So yes, I would say you're communicating with your higher self, the flow of life, universal consciousness from light years away. See, beyond the illusion. Somebody goes beyond that, what's stuck in the brain. You need to trust. I believe in life and my strength. Every moment guides me to the light. Everything on the road to growth is for my progress. And it's like, you have to, somebody's keeping that mindset. It's like, even because I think in the past you do good, like you get to this point, and for me, spirituality is not about being a fucking guru. It's not about how much shit you know, or you know what I mean. For me, I'm just like, dude, I started this channel, and I'm talking about like my psychic channel, and working with a lot of different energies, you know. And I'm getting past the point of, because when you guys, you have to know this. You are crazy. You have to allow yourself to say, you know, because it's your imagination. At first you're like, dude, I'm fucking making this shit up, but how would I know this stuff? And it goes on, and you start to tune into that's why it's good to have a childlike faith, right? Because kids, they fucking see it, they know they see it, and they're pure in their imagination. So your spirit guides are saying, allow yourself to create within your mind, okay, what you think this place would be. Even if you think you're making up a name, just ask, who am I communicating with, you know. I heard Malachite right now. Malachite forever. I had a guide that came to me, and I didn't realize it was a guide because I kept hearing the name Dimitri. You know, every time I'd sit down to channel, and I didn't know who the fuck Ashtar Command was at this time. This is like 5 years ago, and I kept getting Ashtar, and like, my books are filled with psychosis. People are like, you're losing your fucking mind. I'm like, fucking coding, writing about rocks, and like preserve people and the inner world. Like, there's so many things that were coming through my mind. I mean, I have composition book after composition book filled with them. I go back now and I'm like, oh my god, I was so fucking, my channel was so blown wide open, right? And I was just, I mean, I was having telepathy. I was speaking with two other people through the minds, hearing their voice. Like, I'm like, dude, what? And when I heard her voice, it would be her girl voice. I'm like, how the fuck are we doing this? So I can never go back. I can never go back to the 9 to 5. Ever since then, I have started my own business. I have 2 businesses that I own. I don't work for the man. I can't. Things change within you. The people you hang out with, like, you can never go back to being asleep. And it does. It's fucking heavy as the head that wears the crown, bro. You learn about grounding. You learn about when you go within yourself and, you know, working with the earth and its elements and being able to, because when you're a starseed motherfucker, that's like a huge antenna. All right, and you're receiving all of this, and pretty soon it starts sucking you up into the clouds, right? Because you're getting, I mean, you're just elevated. You're levitated and up through this energy. And you got to be in that physical vessel. So the key is to seat it here, to ground it. So whether you got your feet in the toes, or you hang onto a stick, or you use, pieces of wood and crystal, whatever you use to ground yourself, you just become very, this is the energy that's coming through. It's like somebody's learning these modalities within their own self through, and it's like you're doing all this work while your regular life's going on around you, the 9 to 5, the work, this, that. But on the inner world, it's like you've got one foot in each world. I want to say that. 33, as I say it. 33, 33. That's my favorite number. Heck yeah. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Oh, we're just talking about meditation and working with energy and not letting the ways of the old ego and pride get you all pissed off and worked up to where you ruin relationships and fall back into patterns yourself. We're just talking about evolutionizing through, suffering, so to speak. What we would call suffering, but it's not what happened to you. It really is all happening for you. You have to remember that. For you. So you can look at it as people have control and domination over you. Because somebody's here is up against some very dark forces, all right? And they're doing this thing that's blocking. See the door? They're doing this blocking thing. I think somebody, I heard medieval, but they move stuff. They like moving the goalposts. So if you're astro traveling or you're in the fourth dimension, if you're in the spirit realm, sleeping, somebody's moving things. They move doors or portals, or they're and it's not just one. Dude, I channeled this for Zerdik too, and I'm feeling that same energy. I can see them. They're on like these flying crafts. There's 2 or 3 guys. I'm going to say guys. They're all in suits, and their suits are like, it's almost like, it's like a metal, but it's not. It's malleable. It can change and shift. It's like a protective, I don't know. It's a technology. But they hover around this planet where you're at when you're in your dream state, and I don't know why they follow you. I think you're going to other realm or another space. It's like, where's that bird at? You're the only one, or like your kind, or you're something that's encoded in your signature in some ways. You have other guides that are with you, so they're saying take your guides, but they can't touch you, but they are receiving information in some way to try to intimidate. It really does feel like that. I want to say whoever these beings are in that dimension, they work in the Pentagon. I heard the Senate. Yeah. Huh. I just seen Trump in the fourth dimension. But he looked different too. Legacy, technology, progress. Expect acceleration. Yeah, because like in the spirit realm, they look, some look like this, but these were like, they're dark forces, but they have like uniforms. It's weird. It's their uniforms are technology. And they're like giving this information back to the earth through the Senate. They're saying through, it's like around, I'm hearing Trump. Huh. When I see Trump, I see gold. I see gold like I don't know, something important about him, or that. I've channeled that a few times. Yeah, faith and freedom. I calm down and entrust in my doubts to God to rid myself of all of them. I trust in God's perfect providence. I trust in the will, and I find freedom. Yeah, it's like this big old portal of light that's opened or opening. I think there's going to be a lot more things. Dream interpretation. See, somebody's doing this through the dream state, for sure. Yeah, it would be like the space police, but it wasn't like, I think if they could infiltrate or, I heard assassinate, and I wasn't going to say that. If they could, within this state, when you're there too, it's like they can see you, but there's a protective bubble. Like they can see, but they can't infiltrate, okay? So they can't, I'm hearing weaponized too. So it's like if I could stop you in this realm, if I could shoot you down, if I could blow up your portal or your opening or it's like to move it. They want to move it and they keep trying to move it, and it's like it's an illusion. Somebody's like a master grand illusionist in whatever way. They're using a technology to do this though. And it's something that you eat or ingesting too. That's also, it's like stay away from those additives and preservatives. Try to eat as clean food and clean water that you can, like greens, lots of vegetables. I'm seeing something like with pineapples too, and plums. Because it's through the additives and preservatives. It's like there's a programming within that food. It's like in the factory they play a sound or a frequency that like taints the food. It's like an angry energy, a dark energy, you know, angry, empty. And it's like in the food. So I don't know, that's very interesting. Remember, I'm a psychic medium, I'm a channeler. So when I see things through any of my clairs that come through, I just say them. I don't want to miss anything special for anybody. Maybe you're going through something like that, but I'm going to speak about it. Even if it does sound crazy or fucking delulu, that's what I'm here for. I'm your guy. I'm the fucking huckleberry. I'm the one that's gonna say shit other people won't say because they don't have the balls to, or they're afraid they're not gonna have the views or look a certain way. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it over here. All right. If you guys do like the way I read, you want a very good read, go back to my live section. It's called Whatever Comes Out, and I did all signs at the end of that. I need to go back and check my timestamps because they're all effed off, but that was a very good read. So if you guys do like and you like the information that comes through, like it goes, and you like a few good laughs, go ahead and check that read out. I'm a whole self-expression. All right, so channel. Let's see. So I see you're seeking approval. I'm gonna go through my channeled messages. Okay, so I see rule living, some sort of peasant hunter. Tell me about this energy. Children, fertility. Okay. Illegitimate child. I want them to come all the way out. Holy Spirit, holy angels. I'm seeing injustice and secrets. I don't like this energy. I don't like this energy. And the reason that I don't really care for this energy right here is because the secrets with the injustice here. There's some sort of, whether this is a victim mentality or there's a baby that comes from some sort of, you guys get what I'm saying. So what's the lesson here? This could have happened in Mexico. Somebody's lesson here is to have some sort of self-identity outside some sort of... I don't know what provocation is, but I'm hearing it. What does the word provocation mean? Provocation. But where was I? Archangel Azrael. Okay. Middle East. Okay, this does have to do with some sort of childbirth or child loss of a child here for somebody. These are just child messages. Spiritual questioning. Maybe somebody here's seeking the truth about why they lost their child or how a child was lost. But I want to say, God, this is a fucked up message. But like I said, I'm going to say it. Somebody here, there was an injustice that happened to a child. Okay, we've got secrets, children, and somebody who's a truth seeker, some sort of psychic investigator. This has to do with some sort of illegitimacy within this parent-child dynamic. And it was an injustice that happened to this child here or in this space. This could be coming through the spiritual realm. This could be coming from the other side. Somebody saying, yes, we're here. There is an injustice. We want you to know that there is secrets. I was murdered. Something is not right. Something is not right. They're pushing you. Seeking. Continue to seek. You're a truth seeker here. We need you. This could have to do with a wife, okay? It says childbirth again, and some sort of widower. So maybe there's more than just childhood trauma. Look, childhood trauma. So I don't know if you're worried about somebody hurting kids and you feel it in your gut and you feel it, God, I hope you fucking say something. Or if a child was killed, I heard abandoned, or you're afraid of some sort of injustice with a child here. There's something that is being kept in the dark, and there's a secret agenda around it. And I think that somebody may use some sort of arts, illusions, intention to cast towards you with their words, or even if it's just seeing somebody spying on somebody about children here or fertility. All right, that person could be on a diet. I also like that. That's somebody who's fat. I heard a gluttony. and distraction. So I think there's going to be a fall to overcoming fear. Like, I think you're going to stand up here. You're going to be guided to do something. Ritual sacrifice, bro. This is some fucked up shit. I'm getting off of this energy, but I feel like there's some sort of water disaster out here, something that comes and brings something forward where people have to go into this house, or people are going to, somebody here is going to become a psychic investigator. And I think you do that through imprintation, when you can put your hands on an object and you can sense the energy, psychically sense, it'll show you. Very tapped in and tuned in. So please, if you feel, see, magic is out here too as I split the deck, and faith is secret. It's just secret out here. I think you are being helped. There's some sort of two different adversities coming together. It's like the cops and somebody who's a vigilante, black and white. Two people that would not normally work together are going to solve this for the greatest good of all. And it has to do with maybe magic. Like somebody's like, look, I can show you what you need to see. This hand does look like it's from the other side, almost in a way. There's some diplomacy that comes through this. And this is a lesson about peace. And I'm telling you, a fucking illusionist, you know. I'm hearing Oceania. Oceania. All right. And then brainwashing. So that could also be something too with the kids, you know, the children, that childlike energy is using some sort of, this person could be a caretaker too, because this is caretaker and some sort of martyr, somebody that wants somebody to feel bad. This is a fucked up energy. You know, I want to say, dude, I'm just going to put this out here. If you think somebody's being tortured, or it has to do with children, or that happened to you as a child, like there was some agenda behind this. I'm not trying to strike fear. I read the cards. What comes out, comes out. This could be right now. This could have happened on an island. Look, bro, you can't make this shit up. Torture in some sort of industry here. The cards never lie, bro. They don't. And astral experience. So remember how I was saying that, you know, with Trump. What up, KK? What up, Zerdik? Before these channel messages about, you know, I'm telling you, whether somebody has, and I can smell it. It's damp. It's like in a basement. It's damp. It's cold. Like you can smell the old cement almost. And the dirt is old. Like you can smell torture, where people are being held captive. Maybe this is a worldwide thing. Maybe this is happening in your area, and you're getting these precognitions, you do, and you could be thinking like, oh, somebody's just trying to make me look crazy, so I go to jail. I would say definitely write every time you have an inclination, the time and the date, and keep a log of it and what you're feeling and your findings. And then that way, when they do solve this, and this does come out, and you do have records kept, like I would just be safe if you're checking anything out, okay? There is a fall of a civilization here, some sort of corruptness, like the good Lord's bringing it through. Yeah, it's been some kind of war, spiritual war. And I would say that these are lower vibrational entities and deities that are trying to like capture the soul of innocence through fear, anxiety, stress. Dude, it's sick. I see it in colleges. It's like professors and stuff. It's like energy. So maybe they're just being tortured, like why they're even through energetically tortured, right? It's like made to manifest as anxiety or fear or irritation. It's really fucked up, kind of, really. Break the self-imposed limits and reclaim your power out here. Yeah, it's sickening what fucking people will do to kids. And you know, if you know me, you know I love children to death. I mean, children are my entire world. I always have children with me. I've been a mom since I was 20 years old. I'm 37 now. I have, you know, 9 children altogether. So I've always been like the neighborhood mom where other kids' moms from my kids' softball games and stuff would come over and end up spending time. And close the door, baby.
Mommy.
What, baby? I'm walking. Close it. Bese varate ke shuzo veye ke se varate tia.
Get away.
And now. She's ready for her first part of her nap for sure. What time is it? I think that clock's behind. Is it 12? 12:30. Oh, thanks, Jace. Hey, buddy. I was gonna email you when I got off of here and see what the fuck's up with you. I haven't seen you. And then somebody in the comments yesterday when I was on my live, did you see that glitch? That was weird. I pinned it. Thank you so much. Said something about, I think it was Jerry, that you were out or something. But I'm glad I'm seeing you here. Thank you guys so much. If you guys do want a personal read with me and you do resonate with me, you can email me. That's the only way to get a personal read with me. I will not solicit you for reads. If you want one, email me and we'll set it up that way. I take Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. I do hour-long and 35-minute reads, as well as energy cleansing and weaving light once we remove energy. And I'm actually teach you how to do this so that you can do it. You all have the ability to do it. I will just hold space and teach you how to call in your guides and Archangel Michael for a clear, protected space and how to close it out. This is all about regaining your power this lifetime. You know, you coming back into your power and taking back what's rightfully yours, and it's within your own being. You can heal yourself. You can use so many amazing healers here. It's unreal. Maybe somebody doesn't say they're ours. What up, Diva? Sandy loves BTS. I don't know what that is. What language was that speaker playing? Right now, this is just on a pineal gland frequency. If you guys ever wonder what language, that's light language that I was speaking when I speak like that. Some people in the religious community would call it tongues, though I have spoke that while holding hands and praying with others that were in tongues. And when I got done, this guy's like, have you been saved by Jesus? And I was like, yeah, I've been baptized twice. He goes, there's just, and he looked at me and tears were rolling down his eyes, and I was like, what are you trying to say? Because my tongues doesn't sound like yours? Yeah. I have many different languages that come out. What up, Ryan? Yeah, I'm like, fuck you. May the peace and the good Lord be with you. It's funny how people, I'm like, yeah, because I ain't a part of that. You get around real religious people and it makes me sick. I'm like, ooh, look at the entity that's manifested on you. It's like, no, Jesus is the only way. And I'm like, whoa. Okay, that's not godlike. Now you're pushing your shit down my throat and you're getting aggressive. I don't like that. What's up, Shadow Work? Anybody ever had somebody do that to them? I'm like, please don't fucking push your shit on me. I don't like it. I really don't. I don't push my stuff on you. I mean, if you want to scroll onto my channel and you want to watch, then cool, that's up to you. Some people like to come in here and talk shit and fucking so funny. Yesterday I went out there and I put my tool bags on. I was like, hey, going live, working on the shed, hanging OSB, and somebody's like, oh, look, a pretty girl who puts those on for YouTube. And I'm like, yep, I went and bought a 400 pair of Occidental tool bags for YouTube because I have that kind of money with 5 kids, just for show. I got enough personality, trust me, I don't need the tool bags. This shit'll build itself. Monty's like, yeah, my father was a preacher. Then you get it. Christopher, 6 reverse meaning? Oh, 6 of... Is that a club? Reversed would be -6 of clubs. What's up, Perfectly Imperfect Tarot? I haven't seen you forever. My mom's pastor does it to me all the time. Yeah, I know. It's just because they see that bright light in there. You just go there. And I don't mind singing. Dude, I love it when we sing and stuff. I just don't like when everybody's like, oh, good Lord. And I'm like, dude, you're so fucking fake. Because I know you outside of here and you do not act like that. Just be who you are. That's the stuff that drives me nuts. I'm like, just be who you are. Home is where you make it. Okay, let's do a spread for love. Who's coming towards the collective? I'm seeing the number 555, some sort of spiritual change. Welcome in, guys. If you're new here, welcome back. If you owe, make sure you hit that like button. Put these up. I'm seeing Hathor here. Light activation. Acceleration, brilliance, send in your light. You got to create space for divine order to unfold. So if you're asking the universe for something right now and you're like, hey, I'm being guided to show this picture because this might be, I feel like somebody sees this or knows this space or this energy, or it's just going to be prevalent to whoever, guided to do that. And you got the Ascended Master Hathor out here. And if you're wanting to bring something in, you have to remember, through that inner fire that you have within your being, you have to make space for something new to come in, okay? And that means you have to let go of an old version or old way of thinking. And the easier that you can go through this shift and transformation, right? And the universe is not trying to stifle you, but you have to remember energy. You only have so much space within your being. You have to release old things to allow new things to come in. And this, if it's something that's a part of you, it would be an old way of thinking, or letting go of the idea that you think you know how it's going to play out. It's letting go. It doesn't mean you have to let go of a person. Sometimes it is. For some of you, it will be. But it's saying, babe, if you want more of this, you've got to have that fire burning in your belly for whatever this is. And you have to be disciplined in talking to the universe, to God, your spirit guides in whatever way, and say, I'm ready for this transformation. I know it might feel a little uncomfortable in whatever it is, whether I get ridiculed or I have to release something or I'm perceived a specific way, but I know I trust the universe. You don't know how many times a day I reiterate that when things, I'm like, ooh, how am I going to do that? I just say, you know what? I'll hear my higher self. Do you trust me? And I'm like, I trust you. You know, you're my best friend. This girl right here, I love this girl. This girl's got me through everything. She's wiped all my tears. Like, I love Case, you know. And I'll go back to my reads a while ago, like a year ago, and I'm like, oh my God, look at that brilliant, you know, shy person who I'm just out here winging it, and here I am now. I look at it and I'm like, thank God I had the courage to go through that. So now I can, you know, this is an outlet for me, you know, as much as it is just about getting into energy. It's one time I get a spin with my soul family, and you guys, a lot of you, you already have a lot of your soul family, and some of them are in the chat. You know, nothing is by accident, so you have to keep that in mind. All right, and love, what's coming towards you? Let's take a look. Let's take a look under the hood. Who's coming towards the collective? I see I'm becoming a better person. You know, the universe is saying here, let your passions lead you to your purpose. Wow. That came out quick. I am seeing the Ace of Wands too. You've got the Ten of Cups. The energy that's coming towards you. You know, this is the energy of stability within a specific dynamic, something that, if it is soul family, that brings forth this happiness, being able to see. Anytime I see a bridge, to me, and it has the cups or water, to me that's representative of communicating to soul family through soul family, because there's a bridge that's connecting the two. So I really feel like the energy that's coming towards you, some of you, it could just be this deeper bond, this inner fire, this desire, this light activation that's happening within you, and it's feeling good. It's like coming back to yourself, to your soul. For some of you, it is somebody finally coming in. I heard finally. A relationship. It's that energy that's around that makes things possible. What's up, Floyd? Ten of Cups, my favorite. Well, we're here. All right. Tell me more about this energy for the highest good of all. Wow. And you've got celebrations. You've got 2 cards of reunions out here. Beautiful. If you are asking a question and, you know, you're asking for the highest good of all, I do see yes. Both of these cards are saying yes. There's happy times that are coming in for you. That's a beautiful energy. Okay, so where's this energy coming from? How are you feeling about this energy? I wonder if you're aware. I think if you're pretty tuned in, you can feel something in the pit of your stomach, like it's about time. I feel like somebody actually doesn't have words for something. You know, I feel like somebody's like, oh, fuck. I didn't even blink on that. I let that go a long time ago, and it's like, wow, where's this coming out? So how are you feeling about this energy that's coming in? Sad. Regret. Unwelcome change. Oh, geez. An emotional instability. Maybe you're focusing on loss and not being able to see the goodness in it. I just got a notification from Temu that said, it said unseen offer, but when I seen it, it said unsafe offer. That's interesting. I'm becoming a better person. Why this sadness? Why would you feel like this if you've got all this good energy coming in? Okay. So no, I think you're not aware of this energy, because I was just asking my spirit guides, like, are you aware? And the card says no. No. You're stuck. With the Hangman here, it's like, what is going on with you? Show me the collective energy at this time. Show me the collective energy. Despair, remorse, guilt, bereavement. Show me the collective energy, Holy Spirit. Okay, it is a mature energy, though. It's like a vision. See, and that's why I think, too, it's like, I think you're staying optimistic about something, but I do think at the core of you, it's like the survivor's guilt that you're moving on to this new space. What up, Zerdik? Jesus is my homie, too. And I think, as I look at these cards, too, I think you're looking at an old version of yourself, or a version of yourself. It's like, if I could only get through these emotions, I could make it to the house on the other side. And it's like, just facing it is too much. You know, I feel like somebody here, grief has really hit them hard. And it's like, if I let go of this, then it's almost like this person didn't exist, or this didn't happen. And for some of you, I'm going to be straight up. Some of you are connecting with soul family on the other side, okay? Some of you do have a great deal of mediumship, and that is the ability to comprehend intuitively and energetically the messages that you're receiving through signs and synchronicities, and that pop into your brain. Words, songs that come on, you know, the universe is always communicating with you. And I think somebody's like, oh my God, I think I'm talking to Grandpa on the other side, but I'm not sure. And you'll see his name everywhere. Old Westerns will come up, or people with blue eyes, if he had blue eyes, like, there will just be things, smells, especially, I smell a cigar right now, so maybe somebody who's passed smokes a cigar, but I will say and for somebody, you do lose your husband or your wife, you know, and a good friend, and it's like, I heard it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back, so coming back to me now. I was lost in an illusion. It's a Celine Dion song. It's all coming back to me now. So it's like, okay, it's all coming back to you. Because you're showing me here, it's like you're excited. There's this energetic, optimism about this experience, okay, and it is centered around this. You know, there is a delightful surprise that comes in, and somebody's like, no, I'm just done. So let's see. Who is this friendship that's coming through? What is this Ten of Cups? I need another deck to clarify with. Who is this Ten of Cups that's coming in? Okay. Going where guided. Beautiful energy, too. And it's like, for some of you, this is so spiritual. This is like so... You've tuned into a gift, or it's somebody's birthday, or this is, you know, maybe today is somebody's birthday, or this week, and it's like you miss them, but the other part of you still realizes that you have this connection to them, what they left you, this vision, that in a way it's like, maybe if you weren't a good writer and your grandparent or your mother or husband passed away and they were a writer, maybe now you find yourself writing. It's like they left you a gift within that energetic essence that was left behind that will always be tethered to you, because you share that cord, right? There's that string of life force energy that has connected you guys. There's the Ten of Cups here in this friendship. Tell me more about this energy, please. Holy Spirit, holy angels. The highest bright light for the highest good of all. Hermit. See, it's like when you meditate, it's a very wise, benevolent energy. I would say for some of you, this is your higher self that's coming through. For some of you, this is just somebody you haven't seen in a long time. This is somebody that you miss, somebody that you, that's connected. And it's like when they're not around, maybe you feel them. There's some sort of tie to them. They're a teacher, they're wise. Tell me more. Some sort of hippie, some sort of free bird, spiritual seeker, truth seeker. It's like somebody who's very calm. I heard to receive it in the upright. Okay. Damn, and not only is this person like somebody that's the hermit, but they're the hanged man. It's like this person spends a lot of time alone. A lot of time alone. This is that energy that comes in, you know, and it could be two people. It could be a couple for some of you. It could be a brother and a sister that are coming around. But it's a beautiful energy. And I do want to say, like, with her levitated off the ground and him being by all that water and stuff, I want to say it's like you are communicating. Even if this is worldwide, it for some of you it is spiritually, okay? For others of you, it's like this is a younger brother, or it's like I see an older sister, a medium brother, the middle brother, and then the baby brother. For some of you, it's so specific, and it's like maybe you lost a parent. Yeah, the star. See, it looks like a mom with the belly. You know, I feel like you guys lost a parent or a sibling. She's like anytime anybody's in white for me as a medium, and somebody who connects to the other side, I have my insignia and my cues that I get from those that are on the other side. You know, they'll give me certain hand movements, like they'll show me this, and they're saying, I love you. They want me to tell you, I love you from the other side. White means purity passed on for me. And the fact that she has this reverberated energy all around her, and she's got candles lit. So it's like, yeah. So maybe you lost a mom. For some of you, a wife, you know. I feel like it's somebody's birthday. And somebody's like, I'm here. You know, this is a healing energy now that has come through. So I want to look at why the sadness here, like this, it's like you could be in two energies. You know, you understand that there's loss, but you also understand that there's a vision behind that. And I think that this whatever this has happened, or this energy that comes in, it helps you to become that better version of yourself in a new way. And it's like it helps you become very oriented and passionate and honest about things that have happened, this sadness, this loss, or some sort of focusing on the loss. So it is an unwelcome change that looks like somebody's going through, but I do see that you're holding a vision. So tell me more about this vision that you're holding here. Yeah, the King of Wands and the King of Wands. You could be a fire sign, without a doubt. It comes out when it normally clarifies itself again. It's like the universe saying, this is the energy that we're in. So it's like, see, and he looks like he's passed away too, or across the country. His chair is also levitated off the deck. His feet are not on the ground, and he's got the world behind him. And his, and it almost, I don't know if somebody had Parkinson's or cerebral palsy or something, some sort of disability. Because this almost, look at the way his hand's on that chair too. It's like somebody getting older, dementia, the body. It's like also being guided too. It's so cool. It's like you doubled up on this energy. It's like not only are you getting it here in the physical, but you're showing me that you're connecting to yourself. It's like through some sort of parallel. It's an anomaly of some way. So this, for some of you, this is like, wow. Some of you like really are going to have this paranormal, supernatural experience that you would experience with passed on loved ones. Okay, this gets undoubtedly, and I think that you should write this down. It's going to be very prominent and very emotional for you. It helps recover. It brings a sense of peace and grace to whoever's mourning, if that's you. So if you are mourning and you've lost somebody, my heart goes out to you. And as soon as I said heart, they're like, say we love you, because somebody here is watching. The ones that with the brother, the sister, and the brothers, if you're watching and that's your story, and you had a mother or parent pass away, or in that way, it's like, I'm always with you. So that mom and that version saying I love you. God, she's beautiful and young. The sister looks like the mom, for whoever this is for, even if it's not with the brothers. Like this sister, whoever was left behind, looks like the person that passed away. Same nose, maybe your hair color was just a little bit different. So all right, so you have good news. You have great things that are coming in. You're in your energy. Okay, so what's the intention behind this Ten of Cups, this energy that comes in? What's the truest intention? 4 Pentacles in reverse to help you release. Beautiful. This is when you're not willing to let stuff go. Like, this is mine, this is this. So maybe you're going through some sort of assets or inheritance, or you guys are divvying things out, or going through a space, or in whatever way, you're just letting go. And that was the key over here that I talked about earlier with that letting go card. You need to trust. Trust comes out here at the top. Trust that everything is going to be okay. Somebody might be worried about having the money to take care of some sort of deed or something that's happened, or And it's like this energy that comes in is here to help you release. Their intentions is, I want to see you move past this. Somebody loves you so much. I want to say that. It's like there's a very comforting energy where somebody's like, you can do this, you have this. They want to be a support. So their truest intentions is to be some sort of support to help you let go. How do they truly feel about you? How does this energy truly feel about you? What's the entanglement here? 5 of Cups. Oh, this person? That's so interesting. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles, can't make it up. This energy comes in, but this person deep down, how they feel about you, their intention is to, are you in bad blood with somebody, or half, or there's been an out? It's like somebody wants to let go. Their intention is to let go of the past, the way things were, but this is showing me, I asked how you truly feel about this person, or how this person truly feels about you, and they're showing me the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles, which is interesting because before I started this, I said 555, the number of change. Fucking left out, forgotten, abandoned, betrayed, like you've moved on. This person deep down feels like, and it almost if you look at him, he's like, fuck, I don't know what I'm going to say. Like, I don't know how I'm going to recover from this or come back from this or see this, you know. It's like there's a lot of thinking. Is this where I belong? Is this where I'm meant to be? Maybe this is 2 people feeling this way about each other. You know, I would say this would definitely come in line with, like, maybe why this feeling of loss and regret is out here. This is the only Debbie Downer card. So maybe you are a fire sign with the King of Wands out here, you know, and you're dealing with a water sign or Virgo. I don't know why I said Virgo. The Hermit? Is Hermit Virgo? I'm not a tarot reader. Maybe a little bit. Wow, they truly feel like that. So how is this energy, if you guys are in contact right now, show me the relationship, show me the interaction between this dynamic. How is this person behaving towards you at this time? Like, what's the interaction? Can I see a little bit further? Person's current behaviors or this energy's interactions. So 4 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's a little bit of a falling out here. Hermit, yep, soul searching. There's something that happened, but it's a good energy. It comes back to heal something. It's about a spiritual enlightenment and some sort of introspection, inner guidance that somebody's like going through. They're kind of really in this solitude. Look, the way this person is behaving towards you might be distant. You know, they could have a little bit of a guard up, or, you know, this person could just kind of be resting right now, out on their own, or keeping to themselves in whatever way. See, this shows me right here, if this person's truest feelings is this, and this is how they're acting, somebody's distant because they're not sure what to say. You know, they're not sure. This person's going within to understand, like, why they did something, or how something played out, why they feel left out, or this abandonment that they feel. There is, like, something fucking is bugging somebody right now, and I think somebody's really going within this soul searching, because this is how they're behaving towards you right now. You know, this is, I don't see meanness, I don't see the devil, I don't see combativeness, I just see somebody who might be around you, but more to their self. You understand that this is like probably the last straw that this person has. Like, this is the wounded warrior. This is somebody who says, like, yes, I still believe in having one good fight, but he's not standing. He's leaning against a tree, you know, with that last wand. Like, I don't know if I want to fucking give it another go, you know, like, I don't know if there's something in this for me. And I think this person's going within with the 4 swords and seeking some sort of, inner revelation, some sort of soul searching within their being. You know, that is the sadness. And I want to say too, like, I think this person or this energy, even though they show up in such a way, if they were your husband, wife with the marriage out here, or just a very close friend, I want to say, like, whatever happened, it's fucked up. I just heard that. And somebody right above that loss is like, I do want you and I'm becoming a better person, but somebody's like, no, you know, you made a wrong change that brought somebody made a choice that brought some sort of unwelcoming change in, that's going to change things forever, you know. And this has somebody feeling, you know, in their emotions, you know, and they're like contemplating if they're going to let go here, because I asked what's their truest intention. So let me clarify that with a different card here. I'm going to go, because they're showing me they want to let go, showing me their truest feelings towards you is the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. It's like, I don't know, should I stay or should I go now? And I don't know. Should I stay? Should I go? Why does this fucking suck so bad? I heard that. Why does this have to suck so bad? It's like somebody even, like, there's head down. When in my experience, like, with somebody who really I understand people's body language and disposition. Like when somebody has their head down, it's because there's guilt and shame. You know, when somebody has a hard time looking you in the eye, either they're lying, but there's deep shame, guilt, or remorse behind that. You know what I mean? And that's what somebody is. Look at this fucking head down right here. So I'm understanding that. And it's like their actions towards you right now is, I've got to figure out why the fuck I make stupid choices, why I do dumb stuff, because you're in the energy of like having this vision. You're a double king of wands, proud, passionate, you're strong, you're confident, you're friendly, you know, you're showing up in a great way, you know. But I think behind that, underlining, there is a sense of grief and loss, like despair, like that fucking sucks, you know, to feel abandoned and betrayed by your fucking whoever this is over here, your close friend, you know, with the marriage card, husband or wife. Like, do that. There's nothing like being betrayed by who you would consider your best friend. Like when somebody wouldn't account for your feelings or think of how, when they do something, how it could make you feel. Not because they're trying to pamper your feelings, because deep down they really do care if they affect you. And I think somebody here made a choice and did something without even thinking twice about your feelings. I think somebody here's used to just getting away with shit or pushing it under the rug or acting like it doesn't matter. And I think with you, you're just different. I think with this King of Wands, like energy that you're in, I think, and when it's saying the vision out there, this, tell me more. The Hermit, dude, like you're a super wise person. The Hermit comes out over that. So with your energy, you got the double Kings of Wands and the Hermit. So somebody knows, like, you're very spiritually connected, okay? You know, you have this inner guidance and this solitude, and it's like it kind of scares the shit out of somebody, because somebody's like, dude, he's gonna know I fucked up because, you know, he's just connected. And that's that guilt and shame. It's like, dude, it doesn't matter if I try to lie or not. This person is connected, and this person's gonna know what I did. I'm not. And that's why this guilt and shame's out here, because they're not dumb. You know, you're not dumb, and they know you're not dumb. They know that you've, and it feels like because of whatever choice that they made, or they thought they were making, because this person's saying, like, my intention was to let go of you. And it's like, okay, so somebody made a choice, and it looks like now they're like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that, or I wish I would have thought about that. I wish you know, tell me more about this. You know, I wish I would have invested more, you know. I wish I would have seen the potential for something, opportunities, this, you know. And it's, yeah, because I was hasty. Somebody was being hasty. This was about sex, shameless flirt. So this is somebody who probably has a hard time keeping their dick in their pants, you know, somebody who's rebellious or is fearless, but that energy looks like the passion, you know, somebody here is driven by passion and, yeah, not truth. It's so funny the Queen of Swords would come out here, you know, this person doesn't have the discernment, and that's what sucks. So they're showing me. Okay, so let's see. How do you feel about this person? Because I think I'm interested to see what that looks like after all this is said and done. How are you feeling about this person, you know, collective, and what's your intention? Here, how are you guys acting towards each other? Thank you guys so much for hitting the like and subscribe button. My name is Casey. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you guys being here. Sandhill Crane. I heard the crane. So funny how the cards, because, you know, I never thought, like, you know, when I talk about the cards, the cards are cards. They will come out, and energy is in your cards, okay? It is, like, connected to your higher version of self, the part of you that knows how to interpret things, okay? So when I first started reading cards, I was like, I watched readings for years prior to that, and I didn't know why. I was a country girl, and I'm like, I don't know why, but I like listening to these readings. So, and I did it for years, and then never did anything with it. I didn't care, you know, I just like listening to it. And then fucking I took a break for like, I don't know, 3-4 years, and then I got in another relationship, and as it started getting hard, I started going towards, you know, the Oracle and Tarot again, and it really kind of helped me through a spiritual awakening figure out what the hell I was going through. So, you know, there's a lot of things that I have awakened to in my own intuition through being falsely led by shitty readers. Because I'm like, oh yeah, see, motherfucker, I knew you were cheating. Third party. And then I started to understand that energy is energy, and we read energy, okay? How do you feel about this person? man, that change is inevitable. And somebody here's like, I don't want to welcome this change. Somebody here could be really taking their power back, you know, and reclaiming their, breaking out of some self-imposed imprisonment that they had. Like, maybe you do deserve more, but if you want to pursue opportunities, you know, I think somebody here loses sight of what they really want because they're led by other passions, you know, not pure morals. You know, maybe somebody is stepping back from conflict, you know, and trying to find peace within their self. And this is like talking about a need to rise above turmoil. Amidst chaos, find your anchor in the past experiences. So there's a lot of things that are coming back up from the past for somebody here. There's whirling wind. Somebody's sitting on this bench and they're piercing to the past. And we all know that the past doesn't take you where you need to be, right? The past is a marker and it shows patterns and it's to be used. Look at that. Oh, portal open over her head through that light. I love it. It's to be used for a tool, okay, to look into the past to see patterns so that you can change them and become more effective now, whether this is intellectually, spiritually, socially, emotionally intelligent. You know, their markers are always there for us to make change and to have opportunity. It's all around us. So how do you feel about this person? I do feel like somebody here is trying to take some sort of, have dignity or some fucking self-respect for their self and their choices. So show me how you feel about this person. How do you feel about this energy that's coming in, this friend, this past lover, marriage I see out here, this dynamic? How do you truly feel about this person? Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so, you know, you feel, I think you feel like you've put a lot of fucking work into, to this. With the Pentacles out here, it shows me this is something that's been grounded. This is something that's very earthly in here. It shows me, you know, I think you're optimistic because all the sunflowers could be prominent here, but because she is indwelled within her. So I think you feel like you might just be really caught up in your own work or what you're doing here. You feel like there's been a lot of energy put in some sort of area. You do see this person as maybe you're telling me you feel independent from this here. You got the High Priestess and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so you could feel like there's something spiritual here or secret or something that's, you have an inner knowing about this path, this hermit. Yeah, to be the hermit and to have the High Priestess out here, you feel there is some sort of connection here that goes outside of just this earthly realm. You could be aware of some sort of dynamic, how it's helping somebody to grow. It does say I'm becoming a better person here. Okay, so I really think like this person's just, besides the Seven of Pentacles, I think you are looking at something. I think you feel like there's been you're waiting to see something grow from what this time and energy that you've put into this person or this situation, okay? The Seven of Pentacles is waiting for your returns, putting in effort, planting good seeds. Eight of Pentacles is, you know, doing that work. So it shows me progression that you have here. You've got, actually, that's so funny. You've got the 7, the 8, and the 9. So you feel like there is progression here that's happening. And you're doing this in some sort of spiritual way. Maybe you're some sort of guide or lead in this. It's very interesting. Hi, Diva. What up, Steven? Very good read. I see the Emperor over here. Okay, so what are your current actions and behaviors? How are you acting towards this person right now? How are you acting towards this person? Queen of Cups. There's a lot of fire, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio out here. I've got Aries, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but you're acting loving, you know. You could be using your intuition towards this person. It looks like you're having grace. This person looks graceful. Like, look at the way that you coming off in energy, whether you're a male or a female, because we've got male cards here. You could be in a perfect mix of energy as well, but this person is very indwelled within love, spirituality. I would say you might feel something, but it's like you haven't lost your vision for what this is or this interaction or what has gone on around this, how you truly feel about this person. I think you're inspired. I think you have great emotional intelligence. I do want to say, though, like, you could also feel with this person, though, that sometimes they have an opportunity, and if you allow it, to bring you back to an old version of yourself, or to see, maybe they make you feel trapped, or you seem trapped when you're by them, like you don't get to be your authentic self. And it's like maybe you're looking to the past and saying, like, I can't that's an old reflection of somebody I'm not anymore, you know. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups here. The Ten of Swords in reverse. So you feel like love. You see, maybe you're learning a lesson, like no matter what happened between us or whatever happened, I still love you. I have a lot of love for you. It's like, this is somebody who's, you're awakened, okay? You're spiritual. You're very connected. You understand, you know, when somebody fucks you over. With the secrets here, this is what you know. You know secrets. You know things because you know patterns, you know energy, and you understand the way somebody carries their body, their heels, how heavy they click on the ground, you know, the way they walk, their body, their dispositions. Like, no matter what your feelings towards this person is, I can put in the past what's in the past. Ten of Swords in reverse. I'm going to put love over this situation. This is a very mastery energy, ascended master energy. This is somebody, if you're in this energy, this shows me that if you can put love over pain, like there's a deep sense of mastery that you have within your own being that you're bringing to the forefront from your higher self and from who you truly are. So I'm really proud of you. If this is you and you've been involved in this, it's like, way to go. This is what saves lives. This is what breeds new worlds. This unconditional love. And it's like, when you love yourself, you can also love other people, because we understand we're imperfect people. We've all made mistakes. We've all done stuff that hurts others, and sometimes they just feel the need to do it back. And at that point, you're not in that game no more. You're still loving. You're like, it's okay. You know, you did something and it didn't affect me, but I still love you. And it's like, I think somebody's realizing the things that they used to do in the past, they can't do now, you know. And it might be even more frustrating for them because you didn't react, because you do show love. And it's like, so you don't love me anymore because you're not mad. It's like, no, I love you because I love you. I'm showing you grace. We've been through a lot. All right. What's your intentions towards this person? What's your truest intentions and towards this person as they come towards you here? Your truest intention on the soul level for the collective, Holy Spirit, holy angels. Oh. Your truest intention is to put a death to whatever betrayal, lies, deceit. You've got the Seven of Swords. Your truest intention is to put a death to anything in the past that does not belong. It's like you're throwing it in that portal and you're allowing it to come off your body, off your being, out of this world. You're releasing it to your spirit guides. You're like, this old energy, if this is what you're having with this person, your intention towards them is, I'm putting a death to that. It's not tit for tat. I have somebody here has gone through a transformation, okay? And they're saying, this is no longer a version of who I am. Your truest intention is to move past this with somebody. Yep, the magician, to alchemize something in such a way. Alchemy is one of the greatest, it's magic. Alchemy, a true alchemist is, you want to see magic through benevolence and alchemy. Whoo! You could have somebody so pissed off at you wanting to take you to court and take everything from you, and it's just the way that you treat a person, or you alchemize a situation to where they're like, wow, you have a lot of depth. Like, you could change a whole person's, you reap them from the depths of pain, hurt, despair, lies, fear, that they're not going to be able to be hurt or be. People, a lot of times when they act up, it's because they're fucking misunderstood. They feel misunderstood. And if you're an alchemist, you have an ability to neutralize energies and to breed more understanding. So this is just awesome. And the stars behind that again. So it's a healing. It's a healing. And it's like, it's a healing the death, okay? Or the betrayals behind the death. It's letting it go. Look, I'm proud of you. Look at you. I just got goosebumps all over my whole body. All right. So we know that there's been a situation between these energies, and no matter what somebody did, it feels like you still have a vision and this soul-searching ability that you have to interpret your own self, the behaviors of others, and to see love. Like, you're very spiritually connected, and you show a lot of love and grace, even though there's pain. Like, somebody here's doing so much to turn something around, what was fucked up and shitty, and put an end to it so that they can finally let go. And I feel like somebody's wanting to let go of the past, and somebody's deciding right now within their own being if that's something that they can do. All right. Best overall outcome. There's a new start here. There's a new growth, and I think that somebody really cherishes it. There's been truth and there's been intelligence. There's something that comes through. It's like a free-spirited energy over some sort of Ten of Swords. I think somebody sees the light. Ten of Swords, this guy has all the knives in his back. This gal's walking and she's listening to her spirit guides, and she's walking into the enlightenment. She's up on her feet. She's not down on the ground. this person or not. So the best overall outcome is to allow enlightenment and truth to come from something painful in the past and a new beginning to emerge. You're like in this planning stage, and your spirit guides say, you know, just be who you are and continue on your path. All things are working out for the highest good of all. All right, guys. Well, I've got to get to work on my other job. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. If you guys want a personal read, please email me. It's pinned below. Hit the like button. Check out 2 days ago read. It was Whatever Comes Out. Amazing read. My live section is most of my newest videos. I go live every week, so check that out. Tomorrow I will be doing $5 donation mini read. So $5 the minimum. You can do it through PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or Super Chats when I get on here. And it's just a cheaper way to be able to give readings to those who can't afford a full hour-long or 35-minute reads. I mean, money's tight economically, so if you want to get in on that and just send a little donation, I will do that. And when I say mini, they go, some of them are long. Some people get like a 10-minute read on there. So if you enjoy that and you like my energy, check that out. There's also, I will repost it and then I'll put it in the community page today too to remind everybody and reset the link for tomorrow. I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for what you do. You do a wonderful job. Aw, I appreciate that.